Hello everyone. So in the last video we have seen that how we can treat the null values if there are any null values in the dataset. Now we have to solve the outliers if there are any outliers in our data frame. So in the last video I have described you this part. I will tell you again this now. So in the df underscore cust, so we are describing here the customer CSV file. So we can see that here minimum age is 1 and maximum age is 135. So clearly the minimum age is 1, so it is obviously an outlier because nobody gets a credit card if there's minimum age is 1. And in the annual income column, the minimum value is 2 and the maximum value is 447k. So age has outliers, and the annual income also seems to have outlier in term of their maximum value. Uh, sorry, minimum value, because our business manager suggested that the income should be at least 100k. So in this kind of situation, you have to always discuss these things with your business manager to get an approach to solve the outliers or the null values. So I'll be doing the formula first. I'll teach you how to find the lower and the upper value, and so that we can treat the outlier by the formula. So we found first the df underscore cost, the annual income column's mean value, and then after that similarly we are finding the standard deviation value. So here we have the mean value and the standard deviation value. Then we'll apply formula to find the lower and the upper value. So the formula is the mean value of annual income column minus 3 into the standard deviation value of annual income column. Similarly, for finding the upper value, we have to first write the mean value of annual income column plus 3 into the standard deviation value of annual income. So here it is written lower comma upper. I have printed it here. But when we see we are printing the next code, we are seeing that this data frame is empty. So this is not working. So we have to, in this situation, we have to discuss these things with our business manager to get an approach. We have to share our ideas as well as consider their idea to get a solution. So keep this in mind. We have to always be a problem solver in this kind of situation. Since we already have the information that the minimum annual income should be 100k, so we are printing now the annual incomes that are below 100k, and this data are the outliers. You can see we are writing df underscore cost, and inside that df underscore cost dot annual income less than 100. So these are all these values that are printed over here are the outliers. So here are some of the ways to treat the outliers. Let me read it for you. So remove them. After discussion with our business, we decided not to remove them as there are valid customers and we want to include them in our analysis. Second approach is replace them with the mean or median value. Mean is a sensitive to our outlier. I have told you why we are not considering mean in this uh, here to treat the outliers. So it is better to go with the median value, which we will be finding from the annual income column. With respect to their occupation, it is written in the next statement. So replace them with the occupation wise median. So income label may vary based on occupation. For example, the median income for data scientist can be different from a median income of a business owner. It is better to use occupation wise median income for replacement. So we had this data frame earlier, we have found it earlier. So I'm again just printing it for here because to show you that it is still working. And this This particular code helped us to replace all the value and treat all the outliers. So let me explain you what we are doing here. So first statement is written. We are using here for loop. So inside the for loop, we are taking two variables. One is index and another one is row. So here index value will start from 0 and row value will start from 0. That means we are targeting index 0 means the first index and row number 0 means the first row in df underscore cust in the customer CSV file, and we have used here iter rows so that it will iterate row wise. Then after that we are using a if condition, and in the if condition we have written row annual income. So in that particular row, if the annual income is less than 100, then we will enter the if loop. Otherwise it will return only the annual income that is there. So after we have entered the if loop, here we are extracting the occupation in that particular row. So for that we are writing df underscore cust dot at here the index value will be written. So in the first iteration the index value will be 0 and the row value will be 0. Since here we have written the index value, so it will be 0. So in the 0 index the occupation is, there will be some occupation, so it will be stored in this value, occupation value, and after that we will put it inside the annual income. So in the next statement here we are writing df underscore cust dot add index. So first iteration, so it's this first iteration, so index value will be 0, their annual income which will be obviously less than 0, and in this statement we are replacing it with the median value. How? We are making it equal to occupation wise income median, and inside that we are putting the occupation. So when we are putting the occupation, this one, when putting this occupation over here, it is entering the data frame, this data frame which we have found earlier, and the particular occupation median value will get stored in this one. I hope you have understood this one. And after that we are checking whether there are any outlier are present or not. So we are again uh, writing this code again. So before we had all this data, but now this data are missing. So this is a sign that we have treated all the outliers, and now all the annual incomes are above 100. So in order to check more, you can use the log function and check any particular column, sorry, index, to check whether the annual income values are above 100 or not. You can see it over here. So it is obviously over 100. Now the record at 112 and 256 location had annual income of greater than 100. Now we can see it is replaced by a median value, uh, income per occupation. So I hope you are clear with this one. Thank you.